This is B. Nagaraju, contract lecturer in botany from Government Degree College, Koratla. My topic name is Algae General Characters. Today we see the algae general characters. So these are the learning objectives in this topic. So we are going to learn in these objectives are what are algae, general characteristics of algae, classification algae based on habitat, thallus diversity in algae, chloroplast shape, variations in algae, pigmentation in algae, reproduction in algae, and life cycle in algae. So these are algae thallus diversity. So now see the some algae thallus structures. So these are the some desmids. So this is the cladophora algae. This is the filamentous blue-green algae, Oscillatoria, and this is the Spirogyra, and this is the Cytonema. This is the cladophora thallus. So these are the some green and blue-green algae thallus structures. So now see the some colonial forms of algae. So this is the chlorella. So this is the Volvox thallus. This is the Volvox colonial forms. So these are the some diatoms. So these are the diatom structure. So these are the some brown algae or Phaeophyceae class belongs to algae. The Sargassum, Macrocystis, and Fucus, and Cytosiphon, and Alva, and Coleochaete. This is the Coleochaete. So these are some green and brown algae thallus structures. So now see the some algae general characters. So a group of chlorophyll containing thyroid plants are called algae. What is means of thallus? Thallus means undifferentiated plant body. Undifferentiated plant body is called as thallus. Not differentiated into true root, stem, and leaf, or leaf-like organ. So the placed in the division Thallophyta. So along with this algae and fungi and lichens are there in the Thallophyta division. And most of all algae are autotrophs. That means they synthesize the food using that light energy. So what are the differences from what are the different characters plant algae to fungi? So they have the mainly two different characters are there. So that is the presence of photosynthetic pigment or chlorophyll, and the second one is the mode of nutrition. So they are the algae. All algae are autotrophic, but fungi is heterotrophic. So these are the some characters of algae. Now see habitat. So habitat majority of are aquatic and universal occurrence. So they possess the sexual organs are unicellular and sex organs lack jacket cells around them. If jacket cells are present, so they have different origin. So there is a progressive complexity in reproduction. Embryos is not formed after zygote formation. Show distinct alternation of generation and cellular organization may be prokaryote or eukaryotic. And now see the occurrence of some algae found in variety of habitats. Some are freshwater and some are marine. So some are grow on rocks, within plants or animals. So aquatic forms are most common. So on the basis habitat, algae are classified into three groups. So first one is the aquatic forms, terrestrial forms, and algae of unusual habitats. So these are the some occurrence of algae on the basis of habitat. So algae are classified to three groups: aquatic forms, terrestrial forms, algae of unusual habitats. So now see the aquatic algae. So two types of their aquatic algae, some freshwaters and some are marines. So now see the freshwater algae. They are occur in ponds, like lakes and rivers. Example Spirogera. This is the freshwater algae. And some are marine water algae are there. So they are occurrence in saline conditions. So like seas and oceans. So mainly members brown algae and red algae. This is the very important. Brown algae and red algae are marine water. So these classes of algae occurrence is specific marine water. They are grow on seas and oceans. So for example, this is the Spirogyra. So this is a green algae, a freshwater algae. And this is the Sargassum, the brown algae, sorry, red algae, Sargassum. And it's grow on the marine water. So now see the some terrestrial algae. So found in soil, rocks, moist wall, tree trunks. So example Vacheria, Frichella, found in the surface of the soil. So this is the Vacheria and this is the Frichella. So now see the algae unusual habitats. So these are the algae unusual habitats. For example, holophytic algae. So these holophytic algae means they found in highly saline water. For example, Dunilalia. Dunilalia. So it's grow on only highly saline water condition. And some algae grow on the epiphytic algae. Grow as a epiphytic. So on the surface of other plants or algae. So this is the Edogonium. So it is a epiphytic algae. And some are there epizoic algae. That means it grow on animals or snails or fishes. So Cladophora fasciculata. So it's grow on snails, Cladophora. Ectocarpus fasciculata is also ephyzoic algae. So Ectocarpus fasciculata is grow on the fish tails. And the next one is the endozoic algae. So endozoic means it's grow inside the animals. Inside the animals. So it is the good example is Zuchlorella. Zuchlorella. It is inside of Hydra. And some algae shows the symbiotic in algae. So symbiotic association with fungi and lichens. In bryophytes, pteridophytes and gymnosperms and angiosperms. So shows the symbiotic nature. And some algae act as a parasitic nature. So good example is Cephalourus. Cephalourus. It causes the in tea plants red rust. Red rust. Cephalourus. It is a parasitic algae. And some algae are shows the thermophytic algae. It grows the hot springs. For example, Heteroharmogonium. Heteroharmogonium. So it shows the thermophytic nature. It is a thermophytic algae, Heteroharmogonium. So these are the algae of unusual habitats. Next we see the thallus diversity. So wide range unicellular and to multicellular nature, and all are microscopic to macroscopic. The size range of from micron to several meters, and other on the on the basins of thallus organization are following types. So some algae are unicellular, some are colonial forms, and some are filamentous forms, and some are siphoneous forms, and some are parenchymatous forms. So these are the thallus forms or thallus diversity in algae. Now see the pigmentation in algae. So pigmentation is a great diversity in algae. So different group of algae have different pigments, and different distribution pattern of pigments has great taxonomic significance. All major algae groups have at least one characteristic pigment. So the pigment in algae belongs to three major categories. So they are chlorophyll, carotenoids and phycobilins. Chlorophylls, carotenoids and phycobilins. So now see the some plastids in algae. So except in Cyanophyceae or BGA blue-green algae, pigments in algae are found in membrane-bound organelles are called plastids. So we can't see the plastids only in Cyanophyceae. So that means there plastids are there, but membrane bounded organelles are absent in that Cyanophyceae members. In blue-green algae, the plastids are absent. Pigments located on the peripheral of cytoplasm or chromoplasm. So this is the very important point. So there are pigments are there, but these pigments are located on peripheral of cytoplasm. It is called as chromoplasm. So now see the plastids are mainly two types. So they are leucoplast and chromoplast. Leuco means colorless plastids is called as leucoplast. So they are in white color. So but second one is the chromoplast. Chromo means color. So it gives the thallus color. So they are chromoplasts or colored plastids. Now see the plastids in algae. So these are the plastids in algae. So these the cup-shaped plastids are present in Chlamydomonas and valvax. So this is the cup-shaped plastid in Chlamydomonas and valvax. And discoid plastids are we can see in the Wacheria and Chara plants. And girdle-shaped plastids we can see in the Eulothrix. This is the girdle-shaped plastids. And the next reticulated plastids we can see in the Edogonium and Hydrodictyon and Cladophora. So this is the Edogonium. We can see in that plastid is type is reticulated plastid. And next one is the spiral shaped plastid. Spiral shaped plastid. Example, this is the spiral shaped plastid we can see in the Spirogyra. And stellated plastid, stellate, we can see it in Zygnema. So this is the Zygnema. So this is the stellate plastid. So this is the plastid forms in algae. Now see the pyrenids. Pyrenids, they are proteinaceous bodies. Pyrenids are proteinaceous bodies present in the chromatophores, considered as a organelle of synthesis and store of starch. So these pyrenids are considered as the organelle of synthesis and storage of starch. In some chlorophysae, pyrenids are surrounded by the starch grains. Pyrenids are arise de novo or by the division of pre-existing pyrenids. Pyrenids absent in blue-green algae. So pyrenids are absent in a blue-green algae or cyanophyceae. Next, we see the reserved food material in algae. So this is the also called as food reserve. Stored from the food function as an important store of energy that can be released and used ATP production when required. So these are the some important reserved food material in some different classes of algae. In Cyanophyceae classes, the reserved food material name is Cyanophycean starch, and Chlorophyceae only starch. But in Rhodophyceae, reserved food material name is Floridinian starch. In Phaeophyceae, laminarin and mannitol and oil. So these are the reserved food material forms in Phaeophyceae. Now see the production in algae. So algae reproduce by the three methods. First one is the vegetative reproduction, second one is the asexual reproduction, third one is the sexual reproduction. So vegetative reproduction is take place by the cell division, fission, fragmentation, hermagonia, formation of adventitious branches, tubers, buddings. So these are methods. But asexual reproduction is take place by the variety of motile and non-motile spores. They are zoospores, aplanospores, hypnospores, tetraspores, autospores, and achinids. And the sexual reproduction take place by the union of gametes involved. So it is called autogamy or hologamy or isogamy or anisogamy and oogamy. So these are the sexual reproduction methods. Now see the alternation of generation. Alternation of generation. Alternation of generation, also known as alternation of phases, is a term primarily used to describe the life cycle of plants. Most of algae have alternation of many called haploid gametophytic generation, with many called diploid sporophytic generation, so which alternate regularly. Now see the life cycle in algae. Algae growth and development consist a number of distinct morphological and cytological stages. The sequence of these orderly changes in called life cycle. Life cycle sequence of algae different phases are event through which an organism passes from zygote of one generation to the zygote of the next generation through gametes. So there are 5 types of life cycle in algae based on the number of haploid and diploid generation. So these are the life cycle in algae forms. Life cycle algae in algae, there are the 5 types of life cycles are there. First one is the haplantic type and diplantic type, haplobiontic type and diplobiontic type, and haplodiplantic type. These are the life cycles in algae. So now see the algae classes. There are there are mainly 11 classes are there, but in this 11 7 classes are the very important: Cynophyceae, Cynophyta, Eugleniophyta, Chrysophyta, Phyrophyta, Chlorophyta, Rhodophyta, and Phaeophyta. Cynophyta algae is generally called as blue-green algae or prokaryotes. So all Eugleniophyta algae are motile protozoan-like algae lack true cell wall. Cryptophyta means a golden brown algae, so they are all are diatoms. Sorry, Chrysophyta. Chrysophyta are golden brown algae diatoms, and Phyrophyta are dinoflagellated algae. Chlorophyta means green algae. Rhodophyta is red algae. Phaeophyta means brown algae. Thank you for watching this video.